What's up, people? How you feeling today? It's Ron Harness, your boy, Mr. TMG, and right now in this video, I am going to show you how to build an ideal company, but with the right ingredients. See, I'm going to show you a couple of simple ingredients that you need, right? That's simple for you to identify to make sure that you're building the right company in this entrepreneurial age that we're living in. Now, if you like this type of content, if this motivates you, if this is the type of thing that you need to move on to the next level in business, in life, what I want you to do right now is go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can continue to be updated on the latest business laws, strategies, and techniques for you to be successful in entrepreneurship. So I'm going to jump right in it. No further delay. So ingredients of an ideal company is to empower, enlighten, and educate entrepreneurs, right? So the first ingredient number one, right? That's my announcer's voice. High personal reward structure for the operator of the business. Like there has to be a reward structure that's for you to keep you motivated in that business. For everyone's different. For some people, it's financial rewards. Others, it's a social reward. You know, for most people, it can be an intellectual reward. And then for those people that just love this type, there's a humanitarian aspect. You have to choose one of these things that's going to be the motivator, right? To keep you in business, right? That why, that driving factor to keep you motivated in business. The next thing is low investment required to enter the business. We're in a time right now where it costs less than it has ever been before for you to go in business for yourself. A lower barrier of entry. In previous decades, right, people didn't start businesses because the barrier of entry was too high. But now, in the entrepreneur age that we're living in, you can start a business for little to no money down. So look for a business with a low investment required to enter the business. The next thing is low overhead. This is your expenses to keep your business going, right? There's an equation. If you have a lower overhead, you have a higher profit margin. So the expenses that it takes to keep your business running on a day-to-day basis, you want to minimize those as much as possible. There's business models like MLM businesses. There's online marketing businesses that keep a really low overhead so you can see more of your money. The traditional brick and mortar business will cost you more money in overhead as well as upfront capital. So you want to make sure you're looking for a low overhead, higher profit margin business model. The next thing is low employee requirement, which means number one, I don't need a lot of employees to do the business, as well as the employees should not be required to have a special skill or expertise in order to be able to do the business or the job that's required. The more skill sets that are required for a person to do the job, right? Or the responsibility or the task, the more money you have to pay, as well as it's harder to find that type of person. So low low employee requirement is huge in finding the ingredients of your ideal company. The next thing is this, right? The product line or service must encompass these three ingredients. Number one, it has to be in demand. I mean, by a lot of the population. A lot of people got to want your product. Yeah, a lot of people got to want your product. Number one, it has to be high consumption, which means it creates repeat business, right? There's two ways to build your company, right? That is to get new customers and get your existing customers spending more money. So you got to have repeat business, something that keeps your customers spending money all the time. The next thing has to be insulated against both economic and seasonal trends, which means you don't want a seasonal business like lawn care or taxes unless you can just sustain yourself without. You want to build something that's going to provide you consistent customers year round and a consistent flow of business year around. So think about that when you're building your ideal company. The next thing you want to go with is something that is highly enjoyable. Like you gotta love what you're doing. It has to not only be enjoyable, but it has to be something that is a constant challenge in the operation of the business, because if you're not challenged to grow and you feel like you're getting stagnant in your business, you'll look for something else to do. So it has to be a challenge for you to mentally stimulate you to continue to move forward. The next thing is this, right? And this is huge. The operator, the CEO, has to be capable of being duplicated. Remember, think about this from a standpoint. If you're the only person that can do the job and you can't teach other people to do your job, then you'll be stuck doing the job forever. So from a master chef standpoint, if I'm running a restaurant, if I'm the only person that can cook the ingredients and know the recipes, right, and no one else can do it, then I can never have a day off, right? If I'm the dentist and no one else can do what I do, then I can never have a day off or a week off or enjoy the fruits of my labor. So make sure that you develop a business model where you can be duplicated as the operator so you can actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. The next thing is this: the industry itself that you're in has to be very reliable. It has to be stable. It has to be proven. That doesn't mean that every business doesn't have its seasonal trends. But what I'm saying is your business has to be in a consistent, stable, proven model for you to constantly see growth, right? So something that's consistent is retail online right now. Everybody's buying online, right? So that's a consistent model. That's a consistent um, industry. Right now, another consistent industry is food. Everybody is going to always buy food. Everybody's going to always pay for entertainment. So these are things that are consistent, proven models. So as you're evaluating your industry that you're going to go in, make sure it has these three things. Now, one thing I want you to remember is this: in the ingredients of an ideal company, right? You can use these things. It doesn't guarantee your success, but it does enhance your chances for success way higher than not having these ingredients. A couple of statistics that I looked up is every 100 businesses started in Canada, only 5 survive after 5 years. Only 5. That's a huge number, right? A huge difference, right? A Harvard study showed that 98% of businesses fail because of poor management rather than lack of cash or capital. So make sure you have some management skills, leadership skills, and development skills before launching that business. And if you just stay tuned and subscribe to Kingdom Business University, I'll be going over leadership skills, management skills, development skills, and I'll be releasing those videos weekly. Spend as much time as you can actually planning your business before opening the doors. Don't be so quick to launch out. In the Bible in Matthew it says, count the cost, right? Count the cost before you actually build out, or before you build your house, or before you build your business. So you don't start your business and then run out of money, right? Or start your idea and then you can't follow through with it. So make sure you do some planning, write the vision, make it plain. Now, I hope this has been a blessing for you, something that educated you, something that empowered you, something that enlightened you. And if it has, then you're in for a treat, because Kingdom Business University is all about this type of content. So subscribe now, leave a comment, tell me what you thought about the video. But I got a lot more coming for you.